My parents made too much money for me to receive financial aid when I went to school here, but too little money to send all of us to school. Okay? I was an average to above average student. My degree from SUNYIT and my major was business. My concentration was marketing. What I did as a vice president for the BSU is that I worked with other students, and collectively we made things happen. Luck is where preparation and opportunity meet. I created my opportunity. I said, dude, I need to speak with you. I created it. Now, that doesn't always happen like that. But when he gave me the opportunity, he said, you can have a meeting at 6 o'clock on such and such a date, I was prepared and ready for him. Thus, I got what I needed. When I worked for BET, I was the first woman to work in their sports department. And my boss, we covered black college sports for BET. Grambling State University, Hampton, Norfolk State, and the competition. But after that, after football and basketball season, they were like, well, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna put on air? My boss walked out of his office one day and said, Watson, we need some programming for the spring. What are we gonna do? I said, well, can't we just rerun those games? Can't we? No, we need some new programming. Come up with it. I said, oh my gosh. So I got together with another one of my producers. We decided, wouldn't it be cool if guys sat around that are experts in their field and talk about sports on the air, provide their opinion, especially if they're a beat writer or something. Well, we decided we were going to call up some local beat writers and say, what do you think about this concept? We've got this concept for a show. We're going to do 4 segments. We're going to get people to come on and talk about sports. We're going to talk about the transactions that have been made. We're going to talk about the business of sports. We're going to do a couple of things. What do you think about this? Mike Wilbon was a columnist for the Washington Post at the time. Great idea. I'll be right over. We said Studio A, 1 o'clock on Friday. Brian Burwell, columnist for St. Louis Now, was with HBO, did some other things. He said, sure, great idea, I'll come over. Tony Page, a gentleman by the name of Ralph Wiley, David Aldridge, who's an NBA analyst. I was the first person to put these gentlemen on TV. They were beat writers, but we saw a niche there. We thought, wow, wouldn't it be great if they came on and talked about sports? Well, not only was it a great concept for what we did, it filled the time slot, but other people thought it was good. A man in Seattle, Washington. We're in Washington, D.C. Saw the show, decided to write a television column about it. Next thing you know, at the end of the conversation, first of all, he was amazed that the person who conceived the show and produced the show was a woman. At the end of the show, he asked me questions about, well, what are you doing? Why, when did you think of this program, and what are you going to do next? And everything. He said, have you thought about working for ESPN? And I said, of course. He happened to be very good friends with John Walsh, who is executive producer for SportsCenter. That was on a Friday afternoon. By the following Thursday, I had a job at ESPN, and I was saying, see ya, BET. Okay? ESPN has that show to this day. It's called The Sports Reporters. I interviewed and worked side by side Eddie Robinson. I've also had the pleasure of interviewing Tony Dungy on several occasions. On the flip side, I've interviewed Marion Jones. I've interviewed Michael Vick, had a one-on-one interview with him every single week. I have done 12 Super Bowls. I've done many playoffs. I've done NBA championships, NBA All-Star games. I'm most proud of the fact, not the fact that I've interviewed everybody from Michael Jordan to, again, Tony Dungy or Tyler Perry, Spike Lee, all these other people. I'm most proud of the fact that I've had the opportunity to have those experiences. Innovation and being a revolutionary sometimes comes to you. The opportunity may come to you, and you have to grab hold of it. You have to be at the ready. Make a list. Things you're good at, the things that you like. In addition to doing that, and on that list, the things that you're studying and the things that are your sidebar. Like I was a business major with a minor in marketing. I'm asking you to be revolutionary in your ideas, to know that you have technology, resources, faculty, staff, and folks that will help you along the way. Revolution to make change. I volunteered a lot, and I still volunteer. Again, if you're lucky, and if you're smart, you will become a lifelong learner, and you will always volunteer. Presentation is everything. It is sometimes the difference between $10,000 and $30,000. You never know when your opportunity is going to come up and smack you in the face. You never know. I have a great story of a young lady who remembered that story that I told her. She was a hostess at a restaurant in Atlanta. And Puffy owns a restaurant there, but it was another one. He walked in. He liked the way that she presented herself. She was very professional, very polished. And so he said, wow, I like the way you do this. She managed the way he got his service, and he went to his table or whatever. She was very professional in her approach. She later on started working for him as a project manager for some of the things that he did in Atlanta. Mainly because, again, he liked the way she presented herself. I will tell you this, communication is key. No matter who you are, if you're the janitor, if you're the executive producer, if you're the head of a bank, if you're the general manager for something else, if you're the president of a school, presentation is everything. And really, this is all that you have. You are your own brand. Technology majors, business majors, any other kind of majors, you are your own brand. You better wear it, you better own it, you better take it, you better market it, you better push it, you better sell it, you better give it all you got. Kanye West, I lost whatever, but he kind of talked himself into I'm the baddest, whatever. Okay, you can name many examples of that, okay? Paris Hilton, I still have yet to figure out what her claim to fame is, but she understands her brand. She understands that she's a style queen, and every time she puts a little dog in a pouch, then all of a sudden now there's all kinds of girls and there's a market for that. She understands her brand. You do not have to be a superstar to know and understand your brand and to take it to the next level. Heck yeah! I love it because I also live about 4 minutes from Georgia Tech. Okay? So people ask you where you go to school, I go, SUNY Tech, just like Georgia Tech. I said, we are the premier school of technology. Do you know about the students? Oh, you don't know? You better know. You don't know SUNY? So basically, you better recognize that these people are revolutionaries. That they are the ones that are going to make change. And they're going to use the technology and all that they have to establish the best brand that there is, so that we can all be proud of where we come from. I'm so happy that I have a degree in marketing. I'm so happy that I come from a school that's advanced in technology. I can't tell you how proud I am of that.